Right. This is data, because mostly what you do, and like if you're going to think about taking a statistics class, I mean, almost everything is real world, right? There's not much just here's some numbers for the sake of numbers. But this is finding the mean and standard deviation for data for the daily energy use in a small town during August. So it's starting on August 1st and it's going to August 31st, so you got 31 data values, right? And you don't want to do this by hand, right? You definitely want to put it in the calculator, let the calculator calculate it. And it says that the mean is 43.2 and the standard deviation is about 6. Okay. Now, what do you think about if something has a high standard deviation? Does that mean that it's close to the mean or far away from the mean? It's far away. Standard deviation is used as a measure of how unusual a data value is. Right? The higher the standard deviation, the more difference there is between that data value and the mean. It's very handy to compare things that are measured completely differently. For example, let's say you're trying to compare the relative strengths of 2 football players, right? And you have them both run 40-yard dash. One's faster than the other. Then they both lift weights. One's stronger. The one who's faster doesn't lift as much. The one who's stronger isn't quite as fast. But how can you really say which is better? I mean, is the guy who ran faster, was it really unusually fast, or was it just a little bit faster than the average? Did the guy, when he lifted weights, was it like, world record kind of thing, or is it just a little bit more than the average? That's why I use the standard deviation. That gets everything on the same scale so that they can be compared. Okay. If you run, just think of it like this too. If you run faster than the average, then you're going to be less than, well, I'll wait till the next thing that we do for that. But in any case, standard deviations are a measure of how unusual a particular data value is. Okay. Now, there is a couple homework problems that are like this, and it's likely the only thing in the homework that would confuse you at all. But it says, within how many standard deviations from the mean does the data that we just used fall? I mean, this is their dot plot, right, where for every day, they put an X above the temperature for that day, okay? And the mean is right here. Remember, 43.2 was the mean. And the standard deviation was 6. So they're saying, within how many standard deviations does the data fall? Well, if I go 6 more than the mean, I'm about here. Is that more than all the data values? No. Then if I add 6 more, it is, right? Now all the data falls to the left. If I go to the right, if I subtract 6 from the mean, is all the data to the right now? No, but if I subtract 6 more, it is. So all of the data is within 2 standard deviations of the mean.